Hey guys, today's YouTube video is gonna be interviewing a tattoo artist. And we're gonna go over a bunch of different things. I hope you enjoy it. And you're also gonna see where I go to get all my ink, you know. Everyone be asking me all the time where you get your shit done. And also, like, this lighting though, this is it. All right, here we go. Alrighty, here we are. I'm here with Ala today. He's gonna be who I'm filming with.
Let's go. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Undeniable Ink. You know what I'm saying? We're located right outside of Fort Drum, out here in Edmonds Mill, New York. Family-owned business. My pops owns the business, man. I've been doing this about 3 years now, tattooing. It's a blessing, man, meeting all the different people and you know what I'm saying, all the different personalities and just the experience of creating art and all that good stuff, man. So, if you get time, come check us out, tap in. Undeniable Ink, man, Undeniable Way.
Undeniable Way, guys.
Let's go.
Yeah, you know, y'all been asking me where I get my ink done. He's done my tattoos. Your dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
His dad, his uncle, everybody be doing my tattoos here. Alright, so today, guys, we're going to be interviewing him. So you got to, you know, meet the artist, see what this life's all about, you know. And then I also got something special for you guys on top of the interview. You know, I like to keep it interesting for you. So today I have a special challenge for Ala here. I'm going to see if he can come up with a design for myself, you know, have him take a look at the tattoos I already got and see if he can design something that I can like for under $100. You think you're up for that?
Yes, man. I think we can definitely make something happen.
Alrighty. We're gonna dive right in, see what he comes up with. Alright, so what are you thinking, Ala? You coming up with some stuff here?
Yeah, I'm coming up with something, man. I already got a couple ideas. I've seen your ink that you got, you know what I'm saying? So I see you like the animals and you got flowers.
Oh yeah, you know I do.
So I'm coming with a couple ideas, man, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a little time.
Okay. Alrighty, guys, he's just finished up his design. I'm gonna see what he's got working for me. And let's go, let's see it. What do you got for me, Ala?
Think about this, we got us a moth here.
Oh, get a close up there. Oh, I like that. I love moths. It's given like Silence of the Lambs, you know, style, you know, that horror movie. You ever seen it?
Mm-hmm.
That's some
classic.
good stuff. Classic. Yeah. All right, let's get it. Alrighty, guys, here we are. We're about to start inking it up. And we are both under pressure now. You know, you got the questions and I got the ink.
Yeah. Let's go. Tap in, Undeniable Ink, man, Undeniable Way.
Yes.
Let's go, Ala Jr. _, Undeniable Ink, man. Check out the work.
You know, you were the one. He was the one that did my tattoo that everyone loves the most. I always get the most compliments on that tattoo.
Let's go.
Because they're like, it's so like different, you know?
Let's go. Thank you for the opportunity, man.
Yeah, I was always like, when I first started getting tattoos, I was always like, oh, it would be my worst nightmare getting something I hated. Or like, I got something and like the artist messed it up. I've always had a really good experience here. And the pricing's always like really reasonable too, which is nice. Like, if y'all know me, I got my first tattoo back in Hawaii and it's like this big and they charged me $300 for it. Damn. I know.
How big would you say?
It's my family crest one, like right on my back. Have me wildin'. Alrighty, let's get started. So how long have you been tattooing?
I've been tattooing 3 years. 3 years in January, May 3 years.
Did you start up here or?
Yeah.
So what's the story? What got you into tattooing?
Okay, let's go from there. My family, it's a family-owned business. My dad owns the business, right?
Yeah, that kind of like was what I figured. Kind of like started it all.
Yep, and I have a younger brother, 2 younger brothers, and my uncle actually tattoos as well.
Really?
Yeah, so my younger brother came out and started to tattoo, started picking it up, and it really inspired me to come out.
Okay.
So yeah, I just kind of living in Texas and stuff, working.
Oh, so you're originally from down in Texas.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, that's kind of neat. I imagine this cold up here just ain't doing you justice.
No, man.
Would you say tattooing is like a difficult industry for someone to get into?
I would say, you know,
I
what I'm
imagine it's
saying?
very competitive.
Very competitive. Like my little situation is a lot different than a lot of apprenticeships and people trying to get into it. You know, luckily my dad had a business and
Yeah, I imagine you
know.
kind of have like that advantage being that the whole family does it and you guys know people, so, you know,
they were
you don't really
willing
have to worry so much about the name.
Yeah, they were willing to take their time with me, you know what I mean? Some
Yeah.
places they ain't no telling what it'll be like for you to, what your apprenticeship will be like at their shop, you know?
So do you have to like apprentice for a certain amount of time or?
Yeah, you know, even here I had to. My working here, we did like when I first started out, I tattooed myself. I did a lot of tattoos on my leg.
Get out. For real?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
And then, like at the same time, I was doing like 100 free tattoos, was what the like apprenticeship was.
What?
You know, like 100 small little tattoos.
Oh my God. So is it like someone comes in, they want something, and like if it's something small, you'll do it like, and then that goes towards your apprenticeship or?
In a sense, like if somebody comes in, like I would just have to let them know I'm apprenticing. You know, hey, I'm
Okay.
apprenticeship. Would you like a free tattoo? But you know, you gotta make sure that
That they know.
that they know that you're really apprenticing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense, you know. It's like when you go to the doctors and they're like, I'm an apprentice.
Yeah.
And you're like a little bit nervous, but you're like, okay, it's free, so I guess it'll be good.
Yeah, man. And that helps you just get used to the skin.
Yeah.
Like you tattooing, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I've seen those skins that y'all practice on, like the fake ones. Those are pretty dope.
Yeah, and it depends on where you, like the company that you get them from. They're not all made the same.
Yeah.
But
So is it like a one and done, like once that ink's on that skin, or does it like wash out?
no, it's gonna be on there. Depending
Okay.
on how like hard you deep you tattoo into it, the
Yeah.
material.
If I understand tattooing right, there's like 3 different layers of the skin, or like sections of the skin, right?
Mhm.
And then you guys put the ink in the wet first or second one?
Yeah, we try to put it into the second layer of skin.
Okay, and that helps it like last the longest?
Yeah, any deeper than that, you don't want to scar you or have it bleed through. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah. So do you see yourself staying here at Undeniable, or do you want to open up your own place one day?
Yeah, I potentially want to open my own place pretty soon. You know what I mean?
Okay, pretty soon.
Yeah, pretty
Oh, so that's
soon,
the
I
near
feel like.
future, Sally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Where you thinking? Heading back down to Texas? Staying
Yeah.
here in the cold?
yeah, heading back down to Texas most likely.
Alrighty.
You know, and then just maybe start a couple more business ventures. Not necessarily tattooing, but
Yeah.
got a couple ideas I want to start. You know.
Okay. I like it, the entrepreneur, you know.
Yeah.
Gotta love a fellow entrepreneur.
That's good.
Now I know you do streaming too. How'd you get into that?
Oh, just chilling, watching guys do it honestly on YouTube all day, and watching people do reactions and laughing at them. And it's just, I just got it like in my head, like shit. I know I can do that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you'll
Not
have to
to-
go check out his YouTube channel too.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's go. Olive's experience, man.
Hey.
Olive's experience. Do a lot of reactions and some gaming on there. And this is just
Gaming is big.
Yeah, and this is just to get it started. I want to kind of branch it off and do a podcast off of it. And,
Yeah, your dad has a podcast, right?
he's trying to get him one too.
I think that's pretty cool. I love podcasts. I like to check them out, see what people are saying. Just especially like-minded people, like working for yourself, having different, interests and different business style stuff. So I respect that. So do you feel like tattooing is like relatively consistent income, or is it kind of like depending on the season, like summertime or?
Good question. Depending on where you at, you know what I'm saying, and even where I would say it has its days. It's kind of like a lot of stuff. It could be consistent, but then it could be inconsistent in times too. Like everybody has bills and
Exactly. Them
You know
bills
what I mean?
always be there.
Everybody has bills to pay, so yeah, it could get slow, you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's about location and
yeah.
Where you putting in
Connections
work,
and stuff.
you know, like how you work and stuff like that as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, as a dancer, you know, we kind of deal with like the same inconsistencies sometimes with like the holidays. You know, people are with their families, so they don't want to be out. So I was like, I imagine tattooing kind of might be similar, just because tattoos can get expensive, and you know, people who got them bills, you know, them holidays be racking up.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like it's too much that you like worry that this is like the industry for you, or is it like you're 100% in?
I'm in. I'm 100% in. You know, I don't mind doing what I do. You know, I just don't want to be consumed by it. You know what I mean? I don't want it to feel like a job to me, you know?
Yeah.
Or whatever I do, you know what I mean?
I definitely know that feeling.
I'm trying to get to a point to where I can feel like I'm doing something on my own terms.
Yeah, you know, like I get to wake up and tattoo people today, you know? Like making that art, you know, reality on people. Like for me, I always I think of like my body as like a canvas for all this art that I have. That's like different expressions and pieces of who I am. And like you guys put like a essence of the artist in it as well. Yeah, so good. It's pretty cool.
That's good. I can agree with that. And that's what tattooing is fun too, because you know people come in with just little ideas, not knowing the depth of them. You know what I mean? And then two people just kind of putting their head together.
Exactly.
Creating something is definitely always cool.
That's what I love about this place, because like sometimes I kind of like have an idea of what I want and I'm not 100% sure. Like on my arm, I knew I was getting the clock and I wanted to bring my pieces together, but I wasn't sure like what I wanted to do. And I told Willie, I was like, just, you know, I trust you guys. Just do whatever you think will look good. And he came up with the birds and the clouds, and everyone loves it. And I'm like, yeah, that wasn't even my idea, you know?
There you go.
So, on that note, what was your favorite, like, tattoo you've done?
So far, my favorite, like, piece has been, like, this 10 to 12 hour back piece I did
Get
like a year ago.
out of here. No way.
Yep. A whole back piece.
I'll be twitching around hour 5. I cannot imagine that long.
We took a couple breaks, but he sat like a rock, man. But by the end of it, he was going through it, you know.
He was switching?
Yeah, he let me know he was human, man. But it was a very interesting piece, man. It was fun.
What was it?
Like one side was like a demonic wing, and like one side was like an angel wing, you know, and it had like a vertebrae down the middle of it.
Wow.
Like some change. It was pretty. You want to see it? Check out the Instagram, man.
I'll screenshot it and show it on the corner because I want to see what that looks like. I bet that looks really cool.
Yeah, it came out solid, man. But I'd say that one. That's been my most
favorite
one. Like, most favorite. You know, it's like a milestone almost. You know,
yeah, no, I can only imagine, like, especially for you, like the amount of focus and just detail. And I'm like observing all of like the whole thing.
Yeah, trying to make it come out right.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure too.
But it was definitely fun, man. Like
that's awesome. Yeah, I can only imagine, like, you know, coming here and like you don't always know what you're getting into and like what people want. So if that's your best piece, what's like the weirdest thing anyone's ever had you tattoo? Where you're just like, I'm gonna do it, but like this is kind of odd. You ever get any of those?
Yeah. It was like a I get a couple of those, man, but
yeah,
it you never really know until they come in. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people call and they'll try to explain it over the phone,
and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you'd be like, send me a picture. You'd be like, okay, I'll send you the picture. And that might not even always be, by the time they get here, they might change their mind again, you know what I mean? So, it just be funny.
That's true. You know how I am with my tattoos. I just wake up and I'm like, oh, this is what I want. Here we go.
Yeah, man.
Is there like a spot on the body that's like kind of hard to tattoo? Like, what's the, like, you know?
Good question. I would say like a lot of the times it would be maybe the ribs, you know, your stomach.
The ribs. Oh, hell no.
Good stuff.
My best friend's trying to get me to get a tattoo on, like, you know, like the side boob style type deal. I'll be like,
Yeah.
I love you, girl, but I don't know. If you're watching this, I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
You said ribs and where?
The sternum, like your chest is pretty tough to tattoo.
Oh, those are so cute, though. I love them. Is it because of, like, the bones?
Mm-hmm. And, like, the skin all over the body, the skin is, like, different in every little area. You know what I mean?
So, like, places that have, like, softer skin, is it, like, easier for the ink to go on? Or, like, is rougher skin better for it?
A little bit of the rougher skin because the sensitive skin, like the thin skin, is easy to kind of what we call blow out in tattoos. You know what I mean?
Oh, where like the ink spreads and stuff like that.
You kind of go too deep and it'll spread out. You know, so.
Is it because like the layers are different there, or?
Yeah, pressure. Like the artist, like kind of has to know the depth. You know, and then as he's going, the depth and stuff is changing on the tattoo everywhere he's going. So. You don't want to go too deep ever.
Yeah. So I noticed for tattooing, it's like not only an art, but also kind of like on a certain level of like science, you know? Because you got to like think about exactly how deep you're going. So for all of this stuff, where'd you learn it? Just like via practice, school, something like that?
I had practice, you know, when I was here doing my 100 free tattoos, I was watching my dad, watching my uncle, watching my brother, you know. I was tattooing myself.
Yeah, and you just kind of figured it out how to go.
The more repetition you kind of do of it, it's like a lot of things. Hopefully, if you're paying attention to it as you're doing it, you would kind of see the difference in it. Just like a lot of things, I kind of just hit my learning curve, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, people giving me a shot, man. You know what I'm saying? To grow on and stuff like that. So it's a lot of it, especially in the beginning. It's a lot of you guys, like my clients, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, I can't tattoo unless, y'all want a tattoo type stuff. You know, I can't make nobody get a tattoo.
Yeah, that's why today I was just like, since I'm here doing an interview, y'all know me, I love any excuse to get a tattoo. Well, I'm in the area. I guess I could get one.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, this is going to be my first tattoo I've ever just been like, I didn't pick, I just let someone pick something for me. So I'm excited. And I know you were saying that, like, this is the first time anyone's ever just been like, yeah, you pick it for me.
Yeah. And this is like on the spot too. So
I know, it's wild.
Yeah,
y'all know I'm crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad that we came up with something. Well, she don't even know, but we're gonna make it work.
Yeah. Do you ever get anyone that comes in that's like, lack of a better word, like just a real bitch?
I've had like some situations, but you just want to kind of just be cool about it,
Yeah.
Don't let nobody get you out of character, you know what I mean? Just keep it professional at all times, too.
That's good. See, that's why you're better than me. I'd be like, man the fuck up.
Yeah, you just want to keep it professional, man.
I remember when I first started getting tattoos. Even now, honestly, I'm always like, yeah, I gotta go in there. I gotta be real cool, keep it calm, collected. Can't let anyone know I'm crying inside. Well, I've always because I told my dad that I wanted a tattoo, and I remember him just being like, you can't be bitching out on me. So I'm always like, I gotta stay strong. Can't be slipping up. So another thing that I think is interesting, because I always like to ask anytime there's any kind of like services done. So, people are always like, oh, tattoos cost so much. And personally, I don't give a fuck, you charge, like, especially here, just just tell me what you want and I'll get her done for you. But like, I feel like people don't always take into consideration everything that it costs to like tattoo. What do you think on average between like razors and like the ink and the guns, everything, like just to like tattoo, you know what I mean?
Like a specific tattoo or like just to set up and tattoo?
Just like to set up and tattoos, because I imagine like every time, because you have to keep everything
yeah,
sterile.
Yeah, it goes into a lot, you know what I mean? It's a lot that goes into it, and make sure you have all your right equipments, you know. And every time you kind of use one, you're losing it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so, exactly.
And that's a little bit why it's expensive, because we gotta...
Yeah, like gloves, and then like every time, you know, you touch something, you gotta like change your gloves, keep it sanitary. That's if you're going to a good place, you know. I know y'all be keeping it real clean all up in here.
Yes, good. I don't know. I feel like tattoos are like, the longer I've been doing them, the more I've been doing them. These are almost priceless. You know what I mean? Because this is gonna be on you forever, no matter really how much I try to do.
I know. That's so true. That's why whenever it's like my biggest piece, I think was like 600. I didn't even question it, because that's gonna be like forever, and it looks great, and I know it's good quality work, and you know it's super clean, so I'm not gonna get infected, which is nice. And I agree, like you said, it's priceless. I mean, I could waste $600 on like some clothes or some shit that's not even gonna last me a year, but my tattoos are always gonna be there. So let's say this is my first tattoo, right? I'm a little newbie here, sitting here, and I'm nervous. What advice would you give me to like
get through the tattoo?
Yeah.
You know, I would tell you, like, it's gonna hurt. Like I tell all my clients, if the person is nervous by any way, I tell them, you know, it's gonna hurt, but it's not nothing too unbearable. You know what I mean? Like, I really tell people to use the anxiety of what it is, you know, because as soon as you start, you know, can't nobody really explain to you until you feel it.
I know.
And everybody tolerance is a little bit different. You know what I mean? So
I feel like before I get a tattoo, I'm always like excited, but I'm also like, oh, it's just gonna be this needle ripping through my skin, or like it's so loud and terrible. But once we start, I'm just like, oh, oh yeah.
I'm back. Yeah, that's exactly how it is a lot of the times, man.
Now for me, I feel like shading hurts more. I don't know about you guys, but like I definitely believe shading hurts more. What do you think?
It depends on the location, you know what I mean? I think that it does feel different. You know, some people tell me that they like it, like the shading more than the line. So it's...
What the heck? Yeah. What kind of sicko is that? Yeah, I love this. Have you ever had any like unhappy customers before?
Yeah, I have. Especially when I first was starting, you know.
Yeah.
I had a couple of situations where, you know, some people they thought they liked it, but they didn't end up, I guess, liking how the work turned out, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't have situations to where like my work kind of healed up funny.
Okay. Yeah, like if you don't get in the right level. So how do you like handle that as an artist?
You just want to be professional as possible, man. You know, if they don't like it, you know, they want their money back, then, you know, you're going to give them their money back. And, you know, if anything, try your best to convince them to fix it, you know what I mean? Because you want to at least be able to, you know, ain't nobody perfect, but if I could fix my mistake, you know what I'm saying, you give me the opportunity to fix it, then that's a little bit different, you know, so.
Yeah.
Try to be professional, you know, we're all human, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day.
If you could give advice to anyone that's getting into tattooing, what would you give them? Like what's something you wish you knew too?
Just keep going, you know, keep grinding. If it's something that you're gonna make a commitment to, just make sure you stick it out, you know what I mean? Just like a lot of things, you know, you can't gonna just master it in one day.
Yeah.
Like I still haven't mastered this, you know, I still take every day. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the first day, you know.
Do you recommend like people go to like a smaller shop to start, or just go crazy and get in the big places?
No, I would probably recommend people to try to get an apprenticeship at a shop. You know what I'm saying? Professionalism is kind of going to be the best thing to always win. You know what I mean? Whether you want to learn how to do them and then go do them out of your house, you know, you still want to at least learn how to do it the right way, professional, you know?
Yeah.
And that's not to say that all the shops are professional or well, you know, but I guess that would be that's where you come in, you make that decision.
Yeah, your discretion.
If this is the like kind of business that you want to run, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. How's she weeping?
Oh, yeah, she's coming together, man.
Yeah?
Yes, man. We got a couple more lines. Just the bottom of this one over here.
Looking like a schedule right on time. Where do you guys get all your stuff? Do you guys use Amazon a lot?
Yeah, we use a lot of Amazon.
Amazon's a great plug these days, you know. They got everything out there.
Really, really. We get you whatever you need to your doorstep.
I know, and fast.
Yeah, we use a lot of Amazon. And
I remember I saw like the article for like the Amazon people being like, where they like push their workers too hard, you know, and that's like why they get their stuff everywhere so fast.
Man.
And I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, dang, I feel bad for these people. But on the other, I'm like, dang, I still want my crap in like 24 hours, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the world, man.
Hustle or get hustled. So tell me about this place. I know you said that you guys opened, what, 6 years ago?
Yeah, we've been here about six to 7 years now.
Whose idea was it?
Well, it was my dad's idea. His wife is in the military.
Okay.
She was out here, and
oh, I love a good military couple. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Is she retired or is she still in?
No, she's still in. I think she's going to like finish out in the military. You know.
That's
retired.
awesome.
Yeah, my dad was doing like tattoos.
Mhm.
There's like a law on tattooing out of a house in New York.
Yeah.
So I guess he just got to a point where he was like, man, I could do this
Big business.
You know.
That's awesome.
Yes,
so who was the first, other than your dad, to work here? Was it Willie?
Yep, Willie, and then my younger brother came out here.
Younger brother came out?
Yeah, Master came, and then another brother named Tank.
I think I met him before.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. It's so funny. I've known like y'all's whole family.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're finishing up on our tattoo here. Tell me a little bit about shading. Why does this shit hurt so bad?
I'd say it hurts a little bit more than the lining because if you look at the mag that we're using, it's 7 needles in the formation of this to cover a large surface of area, you know, versus a needle going like that. So it's like a little bit, you know, a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Stabbing me over and over again. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, because line work, what is it, like 2 needles or just 1?
Yeah, it depends on the size of the needle that you're going to use. And then, like if it's, say you're using a 7 or a 9, it's 9 needles, but they're in a pointed like arrow formation versus, you know, this mag that I'm using, and they're all the 7 mags, 7 needles in a lining formation to, you know, kind of cover this area of space here.
Alrighty, guys, here we are. This tattoo is done. Let's take a look. She's looking good. Oh, hell yeah. I love it.
Let's go, man.
Quick shout out to my dear friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It looks great. Alrighty, guys, that's it for today. Thank you for joining me and my good friend Ala, and I hope you enjoyed our video. As always, make sure to subscribe and check out Allah's channel as well. What was your channel again?
Allah's Experience on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate all the love, man.
Y'all heard it here. And as I was saying earlier, get your asses down to Undeniable Inc. You know?
Undeniable.
And here is your $100 for doing the challenge. Shout out to this man for coming up with something on the fly and interview at the same time. That's impressive.
Let's go, man.
Well, you guys have a good day. Bye.
Let's go, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for